Hello, welcome. This is a update video for the mobile home park. I have added logic after 4 requests to do this. I've added logic for park-owned homes. And I've done this in the Lite version as well. That only has up to five parks instead of 40. And I've also updated the Lite version to have income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, and depreciation logic. So everything's got a great update here. For park-owned homes, what I actually did was, so if you don't want to use it, you can just clear out column D, just highlight it and right click clear contents, and then it will just zero out everything in the whole model that has to do with park-owned homes, which it flows through right here at the bottom of the monthly and annual detail 1907 to 1909. And it also will flow accordingly through to the balance sheet and cash flow statement and income statement where relevant. But if you just clear that out, it's gone and won't show up. If you put it in, what you do is, here's the assumption. So you put in the purchase date of the new homes. For each mobile home park, you can put one purchase date. You can put the month rent starts after the purchase date. So, and this is just a reference column C to show when the actual park is purchased, and then when the park-owned homes are purchased, and they could be the same date if you're buying them from the seller, or if you're building them or putting them on the park later, you'd put that date on there. In D, the month you expect rent to start after this purchase date in D, the number purchased, the total cost including any construction, and then this just shows you your average cost per unit. Then you put in the starting average rent per month per unit, the annual rent increase. Total rent per month is just taking the total rent per month per unit times total units. Occupancy, and then gross rent per month is just taking the total rent per month times 1 minus 95%, or sorry, times 95% to get the actual gross rent. You can also put in the average number of months until homes are sold. So this, if it's a month, if you don't plan on ever selling these to the buyers or the renters of the homes, that's fine. You can just put a number in here that's greater than 192, and I put a note in there to show that. But if you are planning to sell them during the forecast period, you just put in a month here, and that'll say after rent starts in month 18, you're then going to see a sale for all of the park-owned homes. And then you just put in the sales proceeds for all the parks that you're selling right there, or all the park-owned homes. So that's the logic. And then you can see this is all advanced logic to do the rent increase over time, and then as soon as this date takes into effect, the date sale recognized, all the rent stops. I did that logic down here. You can see here's the purchases in each mobile home park for the park-owned homes. Here's the rental income coming in, and you can see it stops as soon as the sales happen. You got net sales proceeds, which is taking into account on the control tab any selling fees. And you've also got net gain on sale, and this is actually flowing to the income statement and getting taxed based on the capital gains tax. And you've also got asset reduction amount, which is going to flow to the balance sheet and reduce your uh, non-current assets. So that's it, and everything flows really nicely through. I just try to keep it as separate as possible. So you're not going to see this neat individual pro forma of all the 40 parks. You're going to see the aggregate effect of the park-owned homes right here in this section. Like I said, row 1907 to 1909, and you're also going to see it in the MHP detail in row 305 because that's got to flow down here to see net cash flow. And it will go through and affect all the waterfall tabs. 3 different scenarios for joint venture options, visuals. Everything is affected by um, the park-owned homes if you do fill it out. And then you can see, let's switch over to the Lite version real quick. So the Lite version is the same thing, same model, except for now it only has build-out assumptions for 5 parks, it makes the file about 8 times smaller, so it works a bit faster. And if you don't need to have all 40 parks, this is easier to use and digest. You just got to do assumptions for 5 parks. And you can even do one, and that's fine. You don't have to fill out assumptions for 5 mobile home parks if you just want to plan out the operations and dynamic financial analysis of just one mobile home park. And everything the same here. We've got income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement to the Lite version, which before it was never there. Um, so yeah, lots of stuff going on with this, but I'm really happy. I've had, like I said, 4 requests to add Park on Home Logic, so now it's in there. It's in all versions, and I'm pushing that out today. Alrighty, I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to check out smarthelping.com for more.